Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Luxury Microfiber here in Dallas, Texas. I was thinking to myself, as I was getting ready to clean this wheel, I said, Scott, if I had to do a rinseless wash, how am I going to clean this neglected wheel? I already hit it with the hose, and I said, wait a minute, turn the hose off. How would I attack this wheel if I'm doing a rinseless wash? When you're doing rinseless washing, it can be a little pain in the butt to kind of clean wheels, right? You got to get in there with a microfiber towel in your rinseless wash. Maybe your rinseless wash isn't strong enough to break down brake dust and your hands are getting filthy. It's a pain in the butt, right? You'd love to use like a wheel cleaner, but then how do you flush it off the wheel and neutralize it and remove the brake dust, all that crazy stuff, right? Well, I want to talk about these wheel woolies of mine. I have a 3-piece set on my website, which is luxurymicrofiberstore.com. It's got this long-handled wheel woolly. This is for big barrels, big spokes. You know, you can use that one. Then there's a smaller version with a smaller head on it for smaller areas, tighter spokes. That's pretty nice. Then in the 3-piece set, it comes with an angled one. I believe this is angled at about 45 degrees, so you can get behind the spokes or be able to wash or take care of the front of really nice calipers on hot rods, on hot rides, right? Well, this is a pickup truck. The caliper's not all that fancy on this thing. But I said to myself, okay, I need an aggressive wheel cleaner because it's been months since I've cleaned this wheel. May not look that way on camera, but trust me, it needs some help. Boy, I've neglected this thing for too long. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put these down here on the ground, not on the ground, in a barrel. A barrel, Scott, a bucket. So I got about a gallon of water in there. I got about an ounce of my DPC Revive. I'm going to get those brushes wet and use it to clean the wheel in a rinseless wash scenario. But I want to use a wheel cleaner. So what I'm going to use is my Eagle One Iron Remover wheel cleaner, right? I'm going to get in here because I need something more aggressive than just a rinseless wash alone for these wheels. It's been several months since I've taken care of them. Now in a rinseless wash situation, it becomes kind of problematic, right? What are you going to do? You're going to take your big red sponge, you're going to take your microfibers and get in there with your hand, neutralize the chemical, remove the bleeding, the color bleeding of it. It gets to become a mess because, again, we're making it as if we have no free-flowing water available to us. So I'm going to let that soak there for a couple of minutes, let it do its thing. Then what I'm going to do is I want to remove that residue from the cleaner, right? Get rid of the purple bleeding. I'm going to take the long wheel woolly and get it wet inside this bucket that's holding my Revive in there, right? Then what I'm going to do is lightly go in here and kind of neutralize the iron remover, Revive, and the water in the bucket is going to be able to flush off the wheel cleaner, so now I don't have to worry about the residue. I don't have to get in there with my hands and kind of get all nasty, right? Rinseless washing when it comes to cleaning wheels can be problematic. It's just the nature of the game. It becomes a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I've rinsed down the inside of the barrel. Now I want to do the back of the spokes, right? So I'm going to take my angled brush here, get behind the spokes. These are really nice brushes. It's 100% lamb's wool. So they're very, very good for high scratch sensitive wheels. Does that make sense? This is clear coated, but it's chrome. And they'll scratch. Let's say I decided, and I've done this for years, folks, I want to use like one of these Speedmasters or Easy Detail brushes. These are nice. I need these things in my arsenal. But if I'm always cleaning the rims, these particular rims here with it, guess what I'm going to start to see? I'm going to start to see little hairline scratches on the rim. It's a pain in the butt. But I'll be very transparent about these wheel woolly type of brushes, even the ones that I have. These aren't going to be the brushes I go after if I have a really neglected wheel. Boy, I need a strong cleaner. I need free-flowing water. I'm going to use a different brush, but these brushes are great for rinseless washing. If you're in that scenario and you want to use a more aggressive wheel cleaner than your rinseless wash alone, gives you an ability to be able to kind of saturate these things and rinse off your wheel cleaner. Or if you have wheels that are highly scratch sensitive, but you're maintaining them on a regular basis, these are really great. These are not what I'm going to grab if the wheel has been neglected for a long time. I need some more aggression, may even need a stronger cleaner. I'll just have to go to a different brush at that point. But once I get them dialed in and I go into the future, I can use these if I maintain the wheel on a regular basis. Does that make sense? Who knows, Scott, you rambled too much. So now what I'm going to do is use this angled one here to kind of flush off the cleaner on the face of the wheel. These are really nice. You can barely hear this thing glide across the surface of the rim, so it's not going to scratch it. It's nice. Plus I'm neutralizing that cleaner, right? Does that make sense? That's kind of common sense, right? We all got common sense. We got our thinking caps on today. Scott, shut up and just get the job done. I know, I'm sorry folks, but they're really nice brushes. Now what I got to do, because I've been able to neutralize the cleaner, flush it off from the iron remover with my Revive and these little wheel Woolies, I'll need to have a towel and just dry off the surface and I'm ready to go. This wheel is clean. Folks, these are really nice brushes. They also come with on the end of the handle, it's got this no slip grip. You know, as it gets wet, it's not going to slide out of your hands. Really nice. So for all three brushes, if I'm not mistaken, how crazy is this? I think it's about $48 on my website. You get the angled one at 45-degree angle. You get the short little small one for smaller spokes and rims, and then you get the bigger one for bigger spokes and bigger rims. That kind of makes sense, right? But these are really nice for guys that are kind of forced to do rinseless washing, or if you have really high scratch sensitive rims, you're maintaining them on a regular basis. I tell you what, my Lexus, my ES350 I had chrome rims, and I used these all the time on it. When I went to go trade it in, boy, I noticed there were scratches all over the rim. Just the nature of the beast. Sometimes that's what happens. But again, as a professional, I need these, especially on really neglected rims. But now that I've got this dialed in, and if I stay on top of it, try to clean it once a week or once every other week, I can use these wheel Woolies all the time, and I won't see those hairline scratches. Folks, I love you. Hope that helps you out. It comes in a 3-piece set. You get the angled one, the short one, the long one. I think it's around 48 bucks, right? I think. God, that's embarrassing, folks. But you can see it on luxurymicrofiberstore.com. I love you guys. Hopefully that helps you out. I got to get a towel and dry this off. Talk to you later.